Dude, what even happened last session? I don't even. I blacked it out because we couldn't destroy. We couldn't just realization.
Yeah, I should read the session recap notes too.
It's not super long because a lot of it was the skill challenge.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of that. It was the little Tundra and Valric bit, and then Jeff.
So what's up with Jeff, by the way? Not you, Ryan, but everybody else. Do you guys think he's evil or something? You didn't want us to eat the food, it sounded like, or seemed like?
Just maybe a little too interested in us, right? Or
he's also like probably brainwashed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think he's like the school courier, and during one of our classes with Myths and Menagerie, when we were trying to find a familiar, like one of the groups, I think the ones we were at, Watches at Midnight, captured Jeff instead, and he's just like, "Let me go. What do you guys do?" And everyone just sort of ignored him. And I think they just left class early with Jeff as their like pet.
People just get kidnapped and brought daylight occasionally, you know. All right, Dinor, reveal yourself.
Can I get amnesty while I finish my pizza?
Roll for it.
Roll for it. I like it.
For amnesty.
No.
Well, guys, this is my pizza. I'm just gonna put my head down.
Hey, Phil.
Yo.
How you
I was
feeling?
eating dinner and then I checked my phone and I was like, oh shit, 7:06. So,
Are you feeling large and in charge?
and look for cheeky. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, check out the big belly on this one.
I played Diablo 4 all day. It was great.
Nice, dude.
What class you playing?
Druid.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of druid are you, bear or werewolf?
Right now, I am a human. I'm Storm. I'm throwing
werewolf.
Yeah, I'm throwing out a bunch of.
I feel it, dude. Same thing, man. Except not hurricane.
Oh yeah, you're using lightning storm.
Oh yeah, I'm all about the lightning storm.
When
so good, dude.
When I partied with you, Dinor, and I saw you using lightning storm, I was like,
it's so good, man.
I was like, look at the nut sack on you, because like, no joke, that was my thought, because it's not a very meta skill.
It's so strong though.
I bet it is.
I got a legendary that procs the Earth and Might key passive on storm skills. So I'm just like refilling and auto critting on everything. It's so good.
Earth and Might is nuts. Yeah.
I've just been playing Tears of the Kingdom. It's pretty good. I like it a lot more than Breath of the Wild.
That's what I hear.
I wasn't playing a whole lot of it, but then I found out there was frog armor and I binged it for a few days to get it. It's my MO.
Just gotta go run the stables. Yeah. It does that thing that I have come to hate it, where because it's open world and it has 4 objectives, the fucking it's the same shit for every one of those ones. It's like cut and paste with a different scene, right? But it's just like, huh? Did anyone hear that? Oh, Zelda? It's like,
yeah.
Fucking same. Like, why can't you just tell them what the hell's going on so I don't have to watch this shit again? Like,
meanwhile, Link's there. Link's at like the cooking pot, like cooking up like 5 peppers. He goes, yeah.
Yeah.
Link has some issues of his own he needs to work on.
Yeah.
He's got to work on himself. He has to get some space from Zelda. All right, everyone. This session is going to be a bit weird, and we'll get into it. So, everyone, roll them up.
Roll them up.
Dude, one time I want to roll good. Just fucking once.
I
Just
know.
give me one.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Damn.
You see this?
Dude.
It's gonna be a good session.
It's not fair.
Was
Gerald
Molly
rolling
high
twice.
with a 9?
Oh, wait, no,
The
Gerald
first
rolled
was my
for
pizza roll.
Yeah, pizza roll. Oh,
The pizza roll.
I accept it. Damn, 6 rolls and not even a 10. That's brutal.
Think tank's running on fumes.
The think tank has had a very long day.
He's like, get up, walk around for 20 minutes, think about your lives, think about your choices. We'll do this again.
All right, Gerald. What happened last time?
Let me just see where we started.
Yeah. That little sheet's there for you. You can even edit it if you want. Anyone can edit it.
No. That's right. Okay.
You can delete everything and replace it with like Gerald rules.
Yeah. So basically, Tundra and Janish had a one-on-one private session because Tundra was feeling a little nervous before, and we moved on without him. He also took Tundra to the infirmary and brought back Valric with some weird like dream ritual spell where when in the dream, apparently it's possibly a way we can save people from the purple eye thing, but we got Valric out from like a gem battle dream going on. We wanted to go to the Watchers at Midnight because our lead from the doorman guy was that something about the Great Precipice is going to be able to help with Bali. So go to Watchers at Midnight. Lo and behold, they're all gone except for Jeff, who's probably brainwashed. He invites us in. He was really looking forward to Marcus being there. And he was very polite and fed us all. Well, wanted to feed us all. Bali turned in his chair and Jeff was very nonchalant about it. He's like, Marcus, you can save him. Just sign this soul contract or something. But he didn't sign it. Bali just came huge, broke out, and went wild, and destroyed like the poor people's dorms in the igloo and some other buildings, while all the battle mages came out to fend him off. And he ended up going into the wild. We also failed to destroy Realization with Bali's most OP moment so far.
You got a fence.
Got a fence. Got him out of the school. Bali went down to Grafel. So things are about to be spicy.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, all you had to do was agree to those end user. It is the Jeff's little EULA.
Honestly, I think between destroying most of the town from a giant version of Bali and signing a contract without reading it, I think we chose the right choice. You never sign a contract without reading it. You sacrifice whatever you have to not sign contract.
Are you kidding? Everybody just checks the box that says I
You
have
might
read
as
and
you might as well
expressly
just you might as well just check the box when you open
It
your
reminds me of
MacBook.
the South Park episode where like Apple tries to get people to read stuff. No, you didn't read.
The human centipede.
Yeah.
All right. With the blizzard churning around you, snow sizzling, fire having been flung, spells been cast, a lot of tired wizards, and all of you standing around as Bali is kind of dragged back into town. You see, with Griffel, this kind of elite squad of these Gith monks that drag Bali, who, while having reverted back, is still larger than life. How tall were you originally, Bali?
Standing on 2 feet.
If you're just full, you go by T-pose height.
T-pose height would be
Including or not including the trunk?
right around 8 feet.
Right around 8 feet. Yeah, put that around 12 now.
Well, I don't normally stand on 2 feet, so.
No, I know you don't. No, but I'm saying if you were standing on,
You a
obviously
thick boy.
you go on all fours.
Oh, what a thick boy.
50% increase.
You ain't hiding from
Bali now has these large tusks,
Oh, hell yeah.
and additionally a nice coat of fur. Bali, it's actually a good thing you actually took your coat off for Jeff, or Jeff took it off for you. So when you transformed, you did not destroy your coat.
Is it gonna fit him?
However, Bali, the rest of your clothing, whatever you'd be wearing, is rags. And it's going to be hard finding clothing that fits you. You're covered in a new layer of kind of thick brown fur. Like a mammoth.
I was
Like a
gonna say,
woolly?
a
He's woolly?
mammoth.
He's woolly.
Oh, I don't like him already.
Griffel,
Oh boy.
someone was bugging me. I thought one of you was messaging me for a second, but it was not one of you. Griffel leaves these monks to carry back Bali, who, with a good 4 of them, are more than capable. Griffel comes up to the 5 of you, still almost unfazed by the events that have occurred.
Oh yeah, weren't we gonna try to stop her from taking Bali?
Thought so. Like back to town.
Anyway, keep going.
Yeah, I mean, there's dudes carrying Bali, and they're not going fast. Because he a thick boy.
And she's approaching us.
Yep. It seems your friend has come down with a case of lycanthropy.
Is it? You
What's
say that
lycanthropy?
like it's a disease, like he caught it.
Will the 5 of you please follow me?
Do I know what that is?
Roll. What would it be? Nature, religion, arcana,
Medicine?
medicine. Even actually, medicine better.
Medicine? Do you want medicine?
Yeah, sure.
Or whatever. I can do history.
It's pretty. It's
nature,
pretty
nature.
flex. I let you guys roll kind of.
You know, nature. I don't get
Things-
to do
things
nature
that-
very often.
Cool. Yeah, whatever you
I
want.
think that's reasonable. I don't know shit about this.
It's something that it's not something that's talked about as much where you're from.
Okay.
It's and whatever this was completely original. Phil, are you still there?
He looks very frozen.
He told him to T-pose.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wait, so did I
That's a
not
good thing
end up
you
staying behind on campus for the cover-up thing?
Oh yeah, the zombies.
All right, Gerald. Tell me what you are attempting to do.
Basically my plan is to pin this on Jeff, so I'm gonna go back to that house.
Oh my god.
Okay. We will get to you.
Alright.
And we will also get back to Bali. Luckily, Bali's unconscious right now.
It's RPM is what he's doing. Is
Oh, there he is.
lycanthropy contagious?
Yes. Quite so.
How so?
We'll need to keep you detained for the night.
Us as well? Is that what she's saying?
The whole think tank. And
God.
your friend caused a lot of damage.
I wish we had some leverage. I don't know
Is
what
it
we
a
can say.
curse?
We will think of what to do with you.
He looks very sick. You
morning.
should take good care of him.
He will be kept fed. Now, will you please come with me? We're going to Polaris for the night.
Sure.
I'm following.
I mean,
Shivers,
that's. I assume
Marxism,
that's where
Buddhist.
they're taking Bali, right?
Yep.
Alright.
She starts heading into town. Gerald, amidst all this chaos, everyone has chased down Bali and are kind of returning.
Pin this on Jeff.
Yes. I'd like to return to the scene of the crime.
You go
Watchers at Midnight's house.
back to this now half-broken dorm, if you could call it one. It's almost like a house you would see nobles living in. As you
Is Jeff
return
there?
to the scene of the crime, and there is no Jeff. There are no watchers at midnight.
Alright.
As you return there, you notice people start to kind of move around, look around for what's broken. As you are approached by Tiff Lee. Gerald,
On. Who's Tifley again? This is our guard that
the
likes
Dean
us,
of
right?
Realization.
Alright. This was captain of the guard in Riften?
Yep, in Verifton.
Okay. Yes.
Some things have come to light. And for now, we will need to detain you.
What? What did I do? Are you talking about this thing with Ollie?
Ah. So it was Bali.
Yeah, I think I was. This guy, I think his name was Jeff. He did something to him. He was right here. He started this all.
All right, Gerald. I have to know, does Gerald consider that the truth? Or is this going to be deception?
That's a great question.
Because from my side, I think it's deception, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Look, did I not get any time before Tifley was here?
Not much. I mean, you were kind of over in like this area when you would have moved back, and getting through the school and the chaos was kind of that time.
I think his name was Jeff. He started this all.
I guess it'd be deception.
All right. Roll it. That's pretty good. I'm just trying to find something real quick. Oh, there'd be. That'd be one. Yeah.
All I wanted to do was to plant evidence.
Oh, damn.
That's a lot of insight.
Gerald. There are many things you've kept from a lot of us. I've been informed about the books, the poison.
What?
Oh.
If you come with me, quietly, without a fight, perhaps it can be in your favor.
Look, just take me wherever you want me to go. But don't belittle my name. I'm a good man.
I hope that's the truth. Come with me.
I'll just go.
Between Tifley and a small kind of like guard of Gith, she walks you back to Polaris. Between Gerald and the other 5 of you, once you enter this building, Bali is taken somewhere else. Gerald, you do not even see. As Griffel takes you to this kind of central room with just a few benches in it, and sits you all down, except for Shivers. Shivers. I will need you to come with me.
Hey, you feel like you're separating us. Dividing the think tank.
No. Just the ones who have potentially violated some of the school's rules.
I'll come with you for now, but just know I have the answer to the question you've been asking me.
Good. We can get to that later tonight. I think about now, Gerald should be in our custody as well.
We'll only get to that if Bali remains unharmed. I swear it, I'll never tell ye. Not if he is harmed.
The harm to Bali has already been done. He is out, and we are all safe.
All right, let's get on with it. I know it. We don't have much ground to stand on.
Can we all hear like this discussion? Are you guys?
Yes, this is in front of all of you.
Okay.
I'm not there yet, right?
You are somewhere else.
Okay.
But like, just Shivers is being addressed right now, really?
Just Shivers is being taken away from the group.
You see him just saunter off.
What sort of rabble rousers has Foglet paired me up with? What rules have you been breaking? Looking at Marcus and Tundra.
Oh, I'm sure the charges against us are, well, exaggerated, I'm sure.
Honestly, I think we've been pretty low key. I don't think we've broken any rules, really.
The other three of you, you should get some rest while you can. I know that you most likely require it. I will be back in the morning.
Anytime she talks about Bali, is it just like, is it like a bloodlust, or is that like a vibe that I can
Roll an
think of?
insight.
Sure.
I wouldn't say bloodlust. What you kind of get is almost this like a bit of joy, but very cold.
Yeah.
The guards will look you over, make sure you are okay. Shivers, come with me.
I take a look at the group, what's left of them, in this way that I almost might be the last time I look at them. You see Shivers just kind of scans you all over. It's been real nice, no matter what happens.
Oh, you're not going anywhere.
I turn and leave.
You're
with
gonna
her.
come back. We'll burn this fucking place to the ground.
God, I just wish we had some more leverage. I want to just be like, you hear that, bitch? We'll burn this whole place to the ground.
Burn it down.
All right, I'm gonna comply.
I will complies.
Shivers. Griffel walks you down a flight of stairs to this windowless room, no lights or anything. Everything's essentially been removed from this room, other than just a few chairs. I know the darkness is to your liking. I will return after I take care of just a few things.
I want to believe that you did this to comfort me. But I think you're doing it for other reasons. Either way.
We can discuss those when I'm back.
God, fuck this. Alright, go.
She closes the door. You hear a lock. This isn't like... This is your essentially jail cell, but there's nothing really jail about it. It's just this empty room. No bars, no windows, being underground.
Yeah, it is comfortable for him. It genuinely is.
As at this point, other than Mike Heel, because I know he likes to be able to have his recording up, I am going to be deafening everyone for a few one-on-ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deafen everyone, and I will undeafen people as I need them. All right. And we're going to start with Gerald. See y'all in a bit. All right, Mike Heel.
You want me to headphones off?
Yep. Thank you. Gerald. Unlike the situation I just described with Shivers, you are put in a jail cell. Tifley walks you back. I genuinely do not know if you are good or not. This night may test you.
Tifley, what? Why do people want me like this? Why do people think I belong here?
I was sent by Griffel, and there are a few reasons. She said that you attempted to lie to her to aid in the escape of your friend. Please rest for tomorrow. As Tifley leaves, and just a few guards stand in her place, as a couple hours pass, and a door opens, as you see Griffel walk in. Looking at the guards, I will call to you if I need you. And she points behind her. And they leave. Oh, Gerald. Oh,
Hello,
Gerald.
Miss Suzal.
You've always been so interesting. With my librarian telling me about that we had a famous writer on campus.
Yes, well,
One dabbling in the art of poison.
what?
One who lied to me. And one like yourself, who joined this clique so late. I would have thought you would have been smart enough when something like this happened, that you would seek a dean or someone on faculty to help you. Tifley tells me you blame Jeff.
There's something weird about him. There's something off.
Oh. You blame him for your friend's transformation.
Well, I suppose, impartial, yes.
Tell me in your own words what happened.
With what exactly?
With Bali.
Well, you see, all we knew is, hypothetically, it was a ticking time bomb of a sort, and we were led to believe that...
Hold up for 1 second. She holds up her large spell book. She opens a page, waves a finger, and in front of you, next to these bars, is a small yellow circle. Please, while you speak, step into this. It will ensure everything I hear is the truth.
Am I gonna feel something weird touching it, or...?
It won't hurt, I promise.
I'm gonna, cautiously just touch it with my hand first. See if I feel anything.
As you touch it, and you can make a charisma saving throw if you want to resist.
Would I know if it's, noticeable? If I do resist?
Yeah, probably will be.
Alright, I'm not going to resist.
Cool. As you touch it, something in your mind kind of clicks different. You can still choose when to talk and what you say, but nothing you say can be a lie. This is a zone of truth.
Okay. I need to be very careful with my words.
Please. We can make this quick, or as long as you need.
Just give me a moment to collect my thoughts.
Yep.
Okay.
When did you learn about Bali? About his illness?
Well, how long has he been hurting? It's just been today, right?
So, you didn't actually know about his illness,
Right.
I assume, until Janice told you. But he has been sick all of today.
Right. Well, you see,
I think it's really just been today. He's been feeling that bad. He's been feeling like he's in pain. He could barely get to class today.
When did you know?
Probably when he said he wasn't feeling good.
No, no, no. I know you are gifted, Gerald, but I'm asking a different question. I'm asking when you knew. When did you know that he had this disease, this curse, and wasn't just sick?
What did Janish actually tell us about that?
He told Bali it was lycanthropy, and that he was going to change.
So I definitely know about that then.
Yep.
And what time was that class?
That was your second class, so I guess like mid-afternoon.
I suppose kind of halfway through today, we found out it was pretty serious.
And what time was that?
I suppose around 2ish, maybe. Afternoon.
Very well. I want to ask you something else. And I can be more helpful if you are cooperative. How did you get your hands on that spell book?
Which spellbook?
Your spell book.
Well, it was an old friend of mine. Really, he started off as a fan, but I suppose I'd call him a friend.
What did this friend look like?
He seemed like a lot like me, I suppose. Not necessarily physically, but
What did he look like physically?
I think he...
A quick description.
brown hair, kind of long,
Race. Species.
I think it was some kind of elf. Not sure exactly, but...
Not a gnome. Interesting. All right. I think I have everything I need from you for now. Thank you, Gerald.
Of course.
The circle disappears. She walks out, and these guards walk back in. And Gerald, be moving to the next person. See you in a bit.
Sounds good.
Mike Heel. Hello,
Me?
Shivers.
What's up?
All right, we're at you next.
Oh, cool.
The room still dark. several hours pass. Like several. 4, 5, something like that. As with a creak, you see as Griffel enters the room. Oh, shivers. I'm so glad I have a chance to speak with you one-on-one. Now, I could be asking you about Bali. However, I think I have what I need. And your crimes I can perhaps help with, but I have some questions. Did the darkness help? Have you found your name?
Shivers just really lost in his own mind, his own internal thoughts, just with everything that has happened, and really distrustful of this woman, and not wanting to cooperate, of course, but not really knowing how to not and evade punishment or scrutiny. She asks if I've found my name and if the darkness has helped me. If I be telling ye, will I go free?
I can't answer that. I am one of 5 deans, and we each have equal say.
I really want to go back to the think tank. The darkness helped. I know my name.
Good. You and I have so much in common. Shivers. If you have the name, please tell me.
What will you do with it?
It's merely a curiosity of mine.
Insight.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just. Man, you couldn't get a. Like, it's like reading a wall. There's nothing behind this dead stare, this dead smile.
I have this is me talking to you, Ryan. I have a mild plan to try to escape. In this moment. Maybe not this moment, but in the future as well. But like, I don't know, because I might just be hunted. Like, I don't know. You've put me in a very difficult spot because, like, I want to think a lot about this and I don't have time. and like the pressure is making it very
Mm-hmm,
difficult. Fuck. What is my name? Merely a curiosity. I was Barakas Khan, a fearsome sea pirate. Feared.
Not that name.
No?
The name of the one who gives you life. Although, that might help me.
I really do not want to tell her this, because this one is a big one. Okay, I'm gonna try to escape. Okay, so this is a Hail Mary kind of thing that I've never tried in any game, but my players try it all the time on me. I'm literally just gonna pray to my god. I'm going to reach out for quote-unquote favor from Demekalesh and pray internally to seek a transportation through the shadows, something shadows do kind of very well. And even though I've never been to the Temple of Darkness, this room seems fully like a pretty, if there were ever to be a door that I might be able to slip through into that.
I want you to roll me a feat of magic. And like you said, this is a Hail Mary.
Yep.
This is not an easy thing. And I want you to roll religion for this.
Alright, I'm gonna do it.
And are you saying that?
Internally, not out no, because
Okay.
I can't give her that, but internally I'm praying it, really trying to. I'm gonna roll my religion. Come on, I rolled like shit. This can be a 20, it can also be a 1. Just fucking do it. Motherfucker.
Oh.
Alright, yep, she gets it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, it happens.
You start to try and like call upon this. It's noticeable,
For
to
sure.
say the least.
Absolutely.
As you feel this other feeling come over you, it's soft, it's welcoming. Almost this soft yellow light fills the room. As you're suddenly overcome with these feelings of just so relaxed. And then for a moment, it turns to utter fear. Just,
Oh, oh,
and then
oh, oh,
it turns back just to normal.
oh,
And I want you to roll me a wisdom save.
Okay. Oh god. Yep, whatever you need. Oh.
Right, you take 15 psychic damage.
Ooh. Trying to pull myself up. There we go. Bam.
I'm so sorry, Shivers. But understand, I just want some answers. I also have a request. That scroll case that you gave to one of the faculty, I did some digging about it, and I've decided I would like what's inside.
You've been making nothing but demands. Just reeling from the damage.
If you give me something, then I will give you something in return.
Yeah. I want my freedom, but you can't give that. So what else can you give?
I can give you information. Do you still wish to know the name of the one who created you?
It's kind of interesting knowing that I used to be a dude.
Or perhaps, if you let me take a look at you, I can discern more.
I believe we're a long way from that kind of trust.
Trust is a two-way street. And I only harmed you because you attempted escape. It is part of my duties to keep you here. And as I am not able to counter spells, I must react in a manner that I can.
I'll give you what you want. Now, if I say that, like, I don't know how the darkness feels about that. I don't know how Demekalesh feels about that. Do I get any kind of senses, if you want me to?
Out here on solid land, the darkness is pretty much silent.
Okay.
When you grasp, like, the most you grasp on land is whispers.
Yep.
When you hear things are when you invoke the darkness, and it's more of like a command.
Okay. Then
Like words of power kind of deal.
I want the most generous treatment you can offer. And yes, I would like to know my creator's name. In return, I'll tell ye the power that spawned me.
I agree to these terms.
The darkness be named Demekalesh.
For the first time, you see her face, like, normally this just straight, like, slight smile. It turns to confusion. I haven't heard that name before. How interesting. Before I answer your question, would you mind if I take a quick look, purely surface level, at you?
I don't mind. I'm trying this trust street ye be talking about. But just know, if after today is done, and I don't see ye as an ally, that ye be an enemy of not only myself, but...
I would love to be allies. Nothing else would bring me more pleasure.
Alright, do your looking, and Shivers just submits.
You see, she takes out a magnifying glass and starts looking over your body. She kind of casts a couple prestidigitations to kind of try and, like, clean you up a bit. There's kind of this, like, like we've said before, this darkness that's just kind of over you. And there's less touching as there is like investigation. As she does have to lift up a leg, which I doubt you can raise high enough. As, I found it. Your number.
Me number.
Yours is 8. She picks up the spell book and flips it around. Mine is 3. The one who created both of us is named Villeton.
Can you spell it for me?
Yeah, let me send it to you in Discord.
Villitanttin.
It's I think that's how I spelled it.
Okay.
The namesake of Verifton and the statue you saw. As for my most generous treatment, is there something I could do for you?
Whatever your word is worth among the council. Try to be favorable and generous. You don't know Bali like I do. He's nice. He's kind.
I know Bali a bit better than you think. He's the opposite of us. I think you'll find. You'll understand me soon. But there's not too much time. We can continue our conversation another time. Thank you for your cooperation. I appreciate it more than you know.
Ye be welcome.
As I'm going to need you to mute, deafen, whatever. Bali.
Yo.
You pass out during this time. You knocked unconscious. There's essentially, for you, after the moment you lost control, it was all kind of a blur. Until you lost consciousness. While you're asleep, you dream. You dream of yourself, but cut in the middle by a mirror. There's just kind of this half of you, and you can see the other half. There are 2 sides to this mirror. And on each side, there's a different arm reaching out to greet yours, of another figure who's cut in half. On one side is this dry, withered hand. On the other side, this very thin hand. It's kind of covered in... It's almost like it's been in the chimney. It's covered in this like dark gray black dust almost.
Okay.
They both reach out to you. And each of your arms meets theirs. Both of them, no great pain. As the moment these hands meet, it's such an intense pain. As you watch the other side, the other half of you crumbles and wilts and dies. The side of you that survives, however, knows this pain. But it eventually fades. As you watch your own arms fade, they become almost translucent, transparent, almost this black void as you see the stars. And then you wake up to a door opening. You're in a very large cell. And even kind of lying down, it's when you move around, you can almost like hit the ceiling. As Griffel enters. Hello, Bali.
Why is Bali here? I notice that my voice is deeper. I'm like,
Yeah. You harmed a few people.
Bali didn't mean to.
But at least we have an idea of your origin. I would like you to answer a few questions. But first, she takes out this large spell book, flips pages, and twirls her finger, and this yellow circle appears in front of you. I'm going to need you to stand in that circle while you answer my questions. It will ensure that what you say is the truth.
Where are the others?
One's a few doors that way, the others are upstairs.
They
They're
are
all
safe.
Polaris. Yes, we are all safe for now.
Okay.
Now please step into the circle.
I reluctantly step in the circle.
You feel almost this switch flip in your mind. Everything you say and do is still your own, but it's almost like this part of you that would normally try and get out of things, this more devious side,
Yep.
is gone. You can say what you want to say, but you cannot lie. What you say must be the truth.
Is withholding information still lying?
No.
Okay.
That's why I said you don't have to speak. You speak when you want to. It's just when you speak, it must be true. And you may leave the circle, and the effect will not stick. Who did this to you? And did you choose for this to be done to you?
What are you referencing?
Your illness. Your size.
Bali does not know.
You do not know who did it to you.
Not definitively.
When did you learn that you were like this?
Yesterday. We were told by Janice I would turn.
Ah. Well, that answers one question. How do you feel about the return, Bali?
Bali does not know what to think. Some things are good, some are bad.
Did you know they killed the last Dean of Comprehension?
Bali had heard.
I have to say, out of the group, you have the most crimes, the most blood on your hands.
Hmm.
But perhaps if you're willing to forsake the return, you can be helped.
Forsake them.
Have you ever been a part of the return, Bali?
Apart?
A part of them, their group, what they believe in.
No.
That's
Bali
good.
met a man in the woods named Boris. Do you know Boris?
I don't, but I will certainly find out about him.
This is all Bali knows.
What they did to you is only the beginning of what they wish to do to all others. Do you want that?
No.
Good. Good.
Why did this happen?
You've suffered from a disease of sorts. If you do not know the origin, then I do not know the origin. I can only tell you the rituals undertaken to do this to you. Must have been horrifying.
Oh, it just like looks down.
Are you willing to help me, Bali?
Bali's not supposed to help you.
Who said that?
No one said that directly. It's more of a feeling.
I understand. It's quite hard to grasp all those feelings that all of you have. But I feel a bit safer around you now, Bali.
You should, Bali. Does not mean to hurt anyone.
Oh, I'm sure. There might be others who don't understand you like I do, though.
Hmm.
Our time here is limited, Bali. We will gather you shortly. The board will be in session for this. Rest
Right
while you
before.
can. Well, in your loss of self, put it as that. 7 died, and 31 more were wounded. Does this bring you sadness, Bali?
Was it all us?
Oh, yes, it was all you.
And yes,
I'm glad it makes you feel that way. This helps me. Rest while you can, Bali. I will return for you.
are we like this forever?
I hope not.
Out of game, I wanted to ask, can I have a tusk attack? Now that I have,
I should give you a tusk attack.
I added it to my sheet as a D6. Is that cool?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay.
All right. All right, everyone can unmute, undeafen. Get back to the main squad. Yeah, sorry about how long that took.
Don't even trip, thinker.
Going back a little bit. The three of you, Valric, Marcus, Tundra, wait in kind of this long room. It's like a lecture hall. As a few hours pass by, still kind of middle of the night.
Is there anyone in the room with us?
Yes. There are guards in the room. And they come up to you, and with the assistance of a cleric, they start looking over your bodies.
Okay.
Please remove your shirt. Let's make this quick.
I'm gonna ask.
What are we doing this for?
I need to check for bites.
Bites.
Like bug bites?
Like mammoth bites.
I don't understand.
See if you've been infected.
Oh. Oh yeah. Okay.
I've only
So-
just come from the infirmary. I've not been bitten.
We need only check for a second.
Yes. Look, but you say infected. Is this? What is it? So it spreads by biting? What is it though? Is it a curse or a disease or?
I believe a bit of both. Our restoration seems to have no effect on it, if that's what you ask.
I just was curious. I'm not completely, useless and.
I'm glad you showed
training,
curiosity and not
Yes.
fear.
Well, I thought I had helped Bali earlier, but it would have only helped the disease, which is why I was curious.
I raised my
Yes.
shirt and I gotta have a good look at myself even since I've been asleep for so long.
Yeah, the good thing about getting such a long rest in an infirmary is, aside from like little nicks and like scratches of scars, hi Male, that you are clean. Tundra, you're similarly clean. Marcus, as they take your shirt off, there is a new tattoo.
A new tattoo?
It goes from your chest and over your arms. On your chest is this elegant symbol of Diel. It kind of spreads with almost like these like flourishes and almost this holy kind of like that laurel-y kind of look. And each of your arms have a word in Celestial on them. And I will type to you what those are.
Veritas. Oh.
There you go. He looks.
I'm going to hide any emotion towards seeing it for the first time.
Okay. Yeah, he looks you up and down. He takes like a very cursory glance at the language on your arms. Cannot read it. Which, let me just... And Fizzy cannot read it. I know Tantra can't. Well...
I attempt to read it.
Yeah. You can barely read as it is.
just
I
kidding.
mean,
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Yeah, roll nothing.
Yeah.
As he continues looking over until a door creaks open. Walking in very slowly is El Tamal. And he points at the cleric. Get out. Looks up and confused. Excuse me?
that's the Dean of Resolution.
Yeah, get out. As the cleric gets up and starts walking out. It looks at the guards, all of you two. Get out. I'll kill you if you don't.
So brutal. Get out or die.
As they... As they look kind of confused and following orders, leave.
It's so true though. If somebody screams "I'll kill you," they probably won't. But if somebody says "I'll kill you" like that, they would probably will.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna nonchalantly do it.
As he walks up to the three of you, and he looks at Marcus, kind of recognizing him. Actually, let's see. I should bring out... Oh, where is he? There's our sad guy.
What he looks like?
Yes.
Dude, if that guy told me to get out or he'll kill me, I'd probably die just because he said it.
You're the think tank.
Yeah. Some of us.
And Raphiliast spoke to you.
He quarantined us.
Yeah, not really. Just
No, before.
Mm,
You know, the other elf, a lady. Old.
Yes. Definitely.
Okay.
right, the time elf. Got it.
I need you to. You're taking the exam, right? With her this week.
Yeah.
You have to take an exam this week?
I
didn't know
need you
it
to.
was this week.
I need to be included in that.
Okay.
I mean, what we can do, I guess.
Well, how do we contact you?
Being once all this is over, I'll be in my office.
He's taking our friends somewhere.
No, you're talking about Graffel.
Oh, yeah, sorry. You're right.
Yeah, because
Lose my mind.
in a few hours we have to convene and see if Polly gets sentenced to death or not, and how we punish you. But
Oh yeah. So
Punish us for what?
I don't know.
What did we do?
the answer is nothing. You know what Graffel did? Nothing. Do you know what any of these fine
Go off.
deans do?
I don't care. You
Nothing.
can call me a failure if you want.
I know. It seems that the students' well-being in this school is not being looked after by the deans.
Yeah, whatever. I mean,
If lycanthropy, if this whatever it is, like, how is this the first we're hearing of this, right? If this is such a rampant problem around here, isn't awareness the first step in prevention? Do we not care that the students
Yeah, I feel like if we would have come back
catch
from a
this?
trip, we could have looked.
listen, really, none of that matters to me. I
Sentence a student to death because he caught a disease
yeah.
when there were no steps taken to prevent him from catching it. In fact, I would argue that some characters may have been making it happen.
Listen, you're gonna have to be quiet about this, otherwise I'm gonna have to make you quiet.
Okay.
What is it you do here, man?
L2 raw.
If you don't,
Nothing anymore.
then why are you here? And why do you care about overseeing our exams?
Well, it's not really an exam. She's just using all of you to do what, well, neither of us did. There are a lot more people like us, but they're all, well, more than dead. They're just dead. They could have been back by now.
Listen, this is pointless. What are we doing here? We've been checked. We're fine. Can we just go? Why do you need to talk to us?
Well, you just need to tell Raphilias that I need to be there.
Noted. Anything else?
I guess not. Well, alright, well, I guess I'll see you in like a few hours or whenever all this stuff is done.
Yay.
Well, he slowly walks out, and you kind of hear, like, quietly as he gets out there and go back in there. Do your job.
Him telling other people to do their job. Where are our friends? Can we go? You check this.
The guards come back in, and there'll be a hearing in just a few short hours. After that, the deans will decide if you can go. Do not have answers for you. That is for those with power to decide.
Who's our judge?
The deans.
Together?
Yes. Your friends will join you as well at that point.
And then wake me up when it's time.
We will. A few more hours pass. It kind of gets to be mid-morning. Small breakfasts are distributed to 5 of you. And shortly after, various guards come in. The more elite-looking ones come to each of you and gather you up. No shackles, no cuffs. None of that. As you're all, in your own way, led into this room familiar to Bali. This kind of round room with kind of this raised ring around the side, with a pedestal for each dean, this time the realization one being filled as well by Tiff Lee. You notice Bali enter, larger than life. Your now 12-foot tall friend is led into the room. As welcoming the discussion is Carol Zevitz. Welcome to your hearing, students. Today we will be deciding what punishment is fit for the 6 of you. We have determined that you had known about his disease for a few hours from Janish. And you did not contact other faculty who could have perhaps assisted with this issue. I feel a bit lied to and betrayed personally. Maybe in Ustalos' old age, he was wrong about all of you. Maybe not. Either way, what you did was dangerous. Impressively so. Upon inspection of your dorm, there's an unauthorized portal within it. One that goes to a very interesting and familiar place. With all that being said, the student Bali is a clear and ever-present danger to the safety of this campus. New rules, and she looks at Tifley, dictate some level of safety. Now please, say whatever words you have, and they will be taken into account. If there's anything else you would like to add to the testimony gathered by Griffel.
You said Janice had told us of his disease. Janice told us barely anything about it. How are we supposed to make any sort of judgment about the severity of it? He is probably as vague as any person can be when
These
talking
are the
about
words.
anything.
These are the words of others in the think tank. Marcus Aurelius. If you disagree with these words,
He said he would be
then
big.
one of you is lying.
I'm sorry. Is this a time where we can actually talk, or is this a time where we say things and you interject every time we say something? Just curious. Just curious how we do this going forward.
Do not test my patience.
Don't give us the floor if we don't intend to let us use it.
This whole time, Bali's just staring at the ground. And just be like,
Yagri
does not lie.
Yagri looks over at Carol. Yeah, Carol. Can we should hear them. Very well. But note that any form of sass will reflect negatively on you.
Okay, duly noted. All I say is, if you've ever had a conversation with Janish, you find it hard to get details from him ever.
You're correct.
If
The court has one
Griffel
question.
was... Okay.
Where is Janish?
Should have
Is
jumped
he
in.
not here?
We should have jumped in.
Should
We should have jumped
is
in.
seems kind of odd to me that we're here with the service that we provided with a poisoned or diseased friend that we didn't know about, who obviously needs help. And we're the ones who led him out of our own need to keep him and people around here reasonably safe. We led him away from this place. He could have destroyed building after building, but we, together, helped take care of this. We were the
And that has
solution,
been
not the
taken into
problem.
account.
It just seems odd that congratulations are in order and instead we're here.
Congratulations would perhaps have been in order if there had not been multiple deaths, injuries, and damage.
If Janish knew of the severe nature of his condition and he failed to notify authorities, why is he not sitting on this panel with us?
Oh, trust me, he would be if we knew where he was.
Also, I would like to make it clear that he, although it may be obvious now, he failed to give us a solution and also refused us to ask any more questions, leading us in a panicked state, having to find answers on our own.
Noted.
And as to saying that we did not seek out faculty, firstly, Janish, I believe, is faculty, and also we were in...
I forgot what I was gonna say.
That's okay.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
Got lost in the bluster.
Dude, I literally am just having like a mind fire right now.
We consulted the doorman.
Oh, I remember.
And as I'm sure, as you see Bali, and know of his condition, and the fragility of our situation, we ask that you see it from our perspective about seeking more assistance from faculty.
The doorman. Who is that?
He showed us around our very first day. He lives in some horror
not
pocket dimension?
know of him?
No.
He is
Enlightened.
Vidalkin. The portal in our bathroom.
A Vidalkin named Doorman. Did you mishear Darmon?
Oh no! Don't you do this to us?
He took us around campus our
A
first day.
Vidalkin.
A Vidalkin, first day, and explained to us the very details of every door on campus, and called himself Doorman.
She looks
He
over
knew so many doors.
and whispered to Eltamal, or not Eltamal, Grafel. And she nods. The person you are describing is precisely Darmon.
Haven't we
That's-
seen Darmon?
I mean, Darmon killed Ronzo.
You
Was
saw
he a
him.
I was
Vidalkin?
gonna say that's who I thought. So.
Kaboom! No, dude.
Was he a Vidalkin when we saw him?
You saw him in a mask. I mean, I did say he had
We
blue
saw him in a
hands.
mask.
Mm.
Yeah, but
Oh, jeez.
no, dude. It's that illusions is real thing. Hold on, that's what's going on here. But anyway, it's like Phantom Ganon, dude.
looks like we got a famous neighbor, guy.
Wait a second. So, this guy, which he led us around campus in front of all of you, showing us every nook and cranny, and no one recognized him because we obviously didn't know who the hell he was.
I did not guide you around campus.
Not you, him. But no one saw him? You think we just rolled up and we're like, oh, we better find this guy?
Tundra. You and the think tank have been in the school of realization. You of all people should know the kind of things that magic is capable of. This is interesting.
It is.
However,
I would just point out that it seems that there are definitely forces at work here that are beyond our group, the think tank. If you would take that into consideration as well. I mean, how much
Let me be
autonomy do we
clear.
actually have now that I don't even know who people are on this campus?
let me be clear. What you are talking about is very interesting. However, it is irrelevant to the topic at hand.
Aye.
That, while you may have spent time in here, he is not faculty. And if you do not know where Janish went, where he is, then that is a dead lead as well.
Well,
So, Bali, tell us anything that would trace us back to the root of your issue.
And Bali, ask a question to our friends.
Of course.
What happened when we turned?
boy, had a you were bigger than you are now, even, and you
Bali tried to
did
hurt
not
you.
You did not seem to have your wits about you. Although you still went for the ice cream, so I think you were in there somewhere.
Okay.
You got slightly
he's
above
only-
30 feet tall.
Bali's only interaction with anyone without others' knowledge was during an escapade. Bali got separated from the group outside of the city. He wandered through the woods for a while and met a man named Boris.
Yes, that has been noted.
Boris,
Is there any information
was-
about him that you can give?
he probably had no way of knowing, but he was part of the return, we think.
Did
And
he ever
gave
come
us-
into contact with you?
He gave us a luck stone.
What did it look like?
Was it like yellow or something? I don't remember.
It was like a kind of like a white kind of shard, almost like chalk colored.
It's a white mineral crystal, if you will.
I think that is the source. When was that?
A week.
A week.
Maybe 5 days ago.
If you don't know exact, it will not be helpful in the hunt of him.
Can I try to recall when he got separated, like the day that he was separated from us?
Yeah, you remember that the most extended period of time he was separated was right after you went into the giant tomb.
Right.
And I can't remember the exact day, to be honest. But you can just say that, and that's good enough.
Right.
Just to be clear, the character, this is before Gerald, right? Or is this the guy that like gave us the drift globes that Shivers knew?
No, there's pre-Gerald
Okay.
stuff.
This was the trip with
Triz.
Triz, yeah. So that day, whatever that day was. Well, I'm assuming my character knows what day that was.
Yeah, you can just say that it was when that was.
If it was during our trip with Triz, then it would have been this day.
Works for me.
Here, yeah.
Yeah.
Griffel rustles through a few more papers. Yagri, hand me the student files. As this little dwarf hops out of his chair and places a small folder in front of her, and she flips. You were cursed unaware to it.
He knew Bali would do this.
He is returned. Of course he did.
He wanted to destroy the school again.
He probably wanted to destroy all of Verifton. Well, I think I have what I need.
It seems obvious that we're definitely the victims of this.
Yes.
Shivers walks forward. Why, hello there. Ye be wanting to know if we hid the information or didn't know. Tried to not do everything we could. But if you investigated, I'm sure you found that we did everything. Even that portal. That was a plan. We wanted to try to control the damage, just like the think tank always does. We always control the damage. So we were just doing everything we could. But it wasn't enough, not in time. We just didn't have enough. So we're sorry.
Yes, I can tell. Everyone, it's time for a verdict. Yagri looks over his pedestal. No guilty parties. We can. That's fine.
I like that guy.
I do too.
It gets to Tifley.
I'm good. I'd like to like as in this moment just like look at her, but like this whole time I've been like pretty gloomy. Just have like a very
Yeah,
like
she
sad face in case she sees me.
She looks you in the eyes. It's aside from the theft of a few books that needs to be dealt with. Marcus, Gerald, Shivers, Tundra, and especially Valric. You should all be free to go.
Especially.
For Bali, however, we do not have an answer. Anything to deal with his issue. And I believe with what he is capable of, he must be sentenced to death. I'm sorry, Bali.
You must reconsider. There must be something can be done for Bali.
Yes, we believe we even have a lead.
Please be quiet. Next is El Tamal, who like almost just the same Mopi itself is like life. And it gets to Carol. If I could, I think I would at least expel all of you for what you had Ustalos do. However, given the case and the evidence, Bali, I believe you should die. The others can live for now. Last but not least is Griffel. She smiles a big smile.
I look right at her.
We all agree that Bali is dangerous. Yes? Looks over at the others. They all nod.
I'm shaking my head. Not saying a word, but I don't
We agree that he has caused death, destruction, injuries. However, it was clearly not him. This is another crime of the return. And we have over a full week until the next full moon.
point to.
There is no danger in Bali. His testimony to me under Zone of Truth clearly indicates he has no desire to harm our faculty, other students, and the like. Aside from his massive size, I don't think he'd harm a fly. I say, give them the week to find the cure. A week can change. If still a cure is outside of our reach, then what must be done can be. But I think you'll find, given all of the think tank's prior actions, that they can find an answer. They have proven to be most capable in many facets. She looks at the others. They all kind of think for a moment. Yagri nods. Eltamal pretty much does nothing. Carol crosses her arms, and Tifley looks. Yes. I think we can give him time.
Thank you for understanding.
Griffel looks. Yes. Yes, and I've been thinking as well. I have an idea about what you should be doing next. Tifley, you will join me. The rest of you, please leave. You may get back to your schedule.
If I can ask, is that we are free to go then? And we have a week? Is this the way I understand it?
I'll need you to stay for just a moment.
Okay.
So we can discuss what happens next. So the rest of the deans leave. You notice someone you haven't seen in a while enters the room. This Earth Ganassi who took part in your entry exams. This man, Gritly. Gritly has something he would like for you to do. And I think with students as bright as yourselves, I think something more practical might be more useful to you. Gritly, please tell them. This man comes up. It's been almost a year now, and a Palvik has not been delivering on their iron orders. A very important part of our trade, and we'd like for you to go up and get our trades back on track. We have an agreement with the Dawnstone, and a Palvik is one of the greatest sources of iron in the north.
Why would we do this?
Let's just say all the damage that has been done can be helped with this. All the wounded helped with these extra funds we've been missing.
Isn't it gonna take us like a week to get there and back?
Alright.
Wait, aren't we? We have a week to save our friend, but you're gonna send us away immediately? That doesn't make any sense.
I'll get to that. The Palvik is a little more than a day and a half away. I guess since they're asking, Tifley. Well, it is not for sure. However, there is a man from the Tempest in the town of Toft, which is almost directly on the way to Palvik. He has supposedly cured others of our monastery of a similar disease. A man by the name of Stratus. I guess since we have given you the time, then that would be a good place to search.
There be no better place for Bali. You've all made the right decision today. And there be no better team no better clique than the think tank for this job.
I know. You have so many unique qualities, all of you.
Are you going to micromanage? We work best when it is our ideas on the line.
I have other things to do.
All right. Our methods are our own.
However, I had a short conversation with Shivers. And I did some research. There is something I desire from you. Tifley, if you'll excuse us. Gritly, you as well. The two of them leave.
As they're leaving, I just kind of whisper to everybody. I turn around. Hey, no, she's acting a little shady. But let's hear her out. How you mighty misjudged?
So as the others leave, there's an item that you've given to Foglet. I have decided, even though the restricted section of the library was mysteriously broken into, I will let you in. Or perhaps I can offer you something else. I don't know exactly what drives all of you. But I've decided I want what's in that scroll case. If it is what I think it is.
Is she talking about the scroll case that I carried around as Ronso?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I don't think any of us know what's in there, so it's just we're like, oh yeah, yep, whatever you think it is. So I take it we're not expected at class for the next week.
On the contrary, this will be your class until your return.
I see.
Carol is very good at working on the fly. You'll find that her skills in paperwork are unmatched.
Why didn't you offer this information freely when all this was happening? Does no one in this school actually want to help people? Our friend's sick. You have the answer, a possible answer, yet you fleece us instead. Is anyone on our side here? Why are we here?
It's an interesting question. There are things that I value. The most important thing to this world, above all else, is knowledge. And let me be frank, I did not know whether or not there were parts of you working for the return. And if there were, I would have to cut them out most swiftly. You might think I hold all the answers. But we're all in this together.
Well, our interests are certainly aligned now.
I'm just getting tired of being used.
How are we expected to open the scroll case first? Because that's a bit of a challenge, as we found.
It doesn't matter to me if you open it around me or not, but if you can find a way to open it, I think you'll find Foglet quite proficient. Perhaps I could have opened it by now, but I consider it in bad taste to take things without permission.
Does she have it now then?
No, she does not have it. She's asking for what's inside.
Does somebody in this room have it?
Foglet has it.
No.
Foggy has
Foggy's got it.
Is he here though?
it. No,
He is
he's
not.
at his shop.
Yeah, he's not here.
Gotcha.
I think we at least should. If a friend lives, I think we could come to a better understanding than the angle you've taken. And perhaps a joint venture could be a thing.
Do you want to know
However-
what I think is inside the case?
I don't care what's in the case. I care that our friend lives. I care that your information is reliable.
My
If he doesn't
information
live, you're not
is
going to
always
see.
reliable. However, this is a guess. A long time ago.
We'll be all right.
A long time ago, the archivists came across a spell, a very powerful spell. One that makes even a wish look small. One that can bring back anyone, anyway. The spell was never cast. My information on it is limited. And an old council archivist held responsibility over it. Usually you have so much more to say than this. Usually there's so much more distaste.
So what you're saying is that inside of that scroll case is some kinda map that must lead to some kind of destination where, like, the spell is hidden. Surely it can't be the actual spell. Surely it can't. No way.
I think you'll find with the difficulty of getting inside that little case that perhaps it is. But that's something none of us will know until it's open.
Thank you for your final decision.
You should thank Shivers. He is very persuasive. Even though he tried to escape. Part of me hoped that whatever spell he was concocting would work. Then I could know more about his owner.
I'm sorry I misjudged he. And inquisitive mind might at the first glance look like nefarious intention.
I've never been nefarious. I've only ever sought knowledge. Just pure knowledge.
Juicy, thick knowledge.
How do you feel, Bali?
Are we dismissed?
You may return to your dorm. Prepare in any way you can. Gridley should be by in the morning. And you may attend that meeting with Yagri should you wish. I will leave you to yourselves.
Could I step forward? Oh, before like she leaves and just say,
Yeah, if you have something last.
Miss Uzal,
Yes.
I'd just like to make it clear that we did not try to necessarily steal the books from you, from your library, your great library, nor did we intend to keep them. We have been very busy recently, and I had personally acquired them trying to save them from that rampant zombie attack.
Well,
I know this
that's-
is an awkward time, but how would you like me to return them?
I'd be glad for you to. However, if there were a few books missing from a place that no one ever goes, I don't think any would be the wiser. So long as I have a little bit of assistance.
Very well.
Like, by talking, didn't she dismiss any other person? Like, it's just her and us, right?
It's just her and you.
Okay,
And she was about to leave too, so.
that's why I'm laughing. She's still like talking like this spy, like. Shit.
Yeah, that's why I distrusted her so fucking hard.
Like,
That-
literally no one else in the room. We all know what she's talking about.
Yeah, there were other reasons, but yeah, definitely.
Jeez.
It seems like the people that were shady are cool, and the cool people are fucking shady as shit.
I mean, trust me. Also, I will not give you a straight answer. It's like, I won't speak plainly.
But I love Gerald. How he's like, I see you're about to leave, so let me.
I mean, part in the timing, but it was kind of an elephant in the room situation.
It was. That would have been weird if they just found him at their doorstep with like a sorry note.
I'm sorry.
I just don't know how they knew.
Right?
I think that's really, well, that's a stretch.
Probably just followed the zombie tracks back.
Yeah, they're in their stable, and it's a Think Tank zombie stable. Ugh.
I mean, I guess
Um,
there could have been
let's-
witnesses that were
Well,
there.
yeah, I mean, let's be clear. It was in the middle of the zombie apocalypse.
I mean,
It
there's
wasn't,
there's more things for people to worry about
It
than
wasn't.
watching
It
this
wasn't a
dude.
stealth roll.
Yeah, but I was gonna walk out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Graffel's
We're
leaving.
leaving.
Dude, are there like how tall are the doors in all these buildings?
Bali
Bali
has to
computers.
like. They are
When
not
I'm on
Bali's.
all fours, I'm like, I'm
I
probably
suppose
8 feet
that's
tall
true.
now. So
Yeah.
But-
It's gonna get hunted for his
I'm only
tusks now.
Bali's a big boy.
Gotta watch out for poachers.
Dude, Polly doesn't even need a wild shape anymore.
No Wooly. We're not trying to coin Wooly.
Dude,
I was gonna push Wooly a little hard. No, just kidding. But yeah, I definitely want to, after we're all like away, look at Bali. Did they hurt you? Are you okay?
well, he's fine. Can we speak when we get back?
Yes, privacy is best.
Yep. The 6 of you return to your dorm. You see all of your coats have been left on their hanger for you. Tundra, you notice your coat looks a little bit different, free of all these blemishes and scars. I want you to change your syzygy uniform to confrontation uniform. And add that to your sheet.
Heavy metal music plays.
Get my confrontation on.
Okay.
And that should give you like a small bonus to a couple checks or something. Yeah. All of you are back in your dorm. Clearly, people have been in here a little bit. The portal to not your bathroom is still there.
That's some trust. Or maybe they just couldn't close it.
Maybe this is their
Permanent.
only reliable way there.
I just see all the deans trying to close it and them just being like, what the
Yeah.
We're
fuck?
just gonna get a bunch of visitors. Like,
Hey, Think Tank, can we use your bathroom?
Why does it smell like pickleberries in here?
greatest decision I've ever made.
All right, Think
Bringing
Tank.
them back.
God damn it. I wish it wasn't so validated.
It's been a while, but the floor is yours.
All right.
Guys, you see my coat's different? Did somebody fuck up my coat?
I think we have more pressing things to talk about.
No, I'm
Perhaps.
just-
I think
Noticed
that
her
goes
walking in.
just
Yes,
change
maybe.
sometimes like that. For a reason, but
Like, let's start with Bali.
Ghana. Really? Why? Why, Ryan? Arcana? No. No.
Ollie's conflicted. And ashamed, really. For a while, we wanted to help the return. But if they're the ones that did this to us, then what do we do now?
The methods are a bit extreme. Like I said, I think I've said before, I don't think either group encompasses the whole picture, right? There's definitely room to be your own druid. Forge your own path. As long as we can stay your execution indefinitely.
You are
Yes.
wise, Marcus.
I thought they respect Bali. I think we shouldn't even care anything about their return until we find this cure for you.
For some reason, I think it's going to be okay. Maybe not. Where was the city she spoke of?
Huh?
This
Oh,
medicine
oh.
man.
Right.
Toft.
Yeah, Toft.
That was close.
Probably
you
wanted
spell
to
the
go
guy's name?
to a public anyway.
Stratus?
So
What'd you say, Bali?
Sorry.
Is that who you're asking about?
Yes. You got it. Sorry, Bolly.
we find it ironic that the chore they're sending us on is in the same place Bali wanted to go already. Risha told us of Lady Mancala showing up there. Maybe she knows more about this. She's the
Wasn't
one that
Risha
gave them their power.
Wasn't Risha on the side of the return?
Yes.
I think we can assume that it is return we will see there.
Raj just wants to know why. Only we could ask Janice more questions.
I think we could go where Janish didn't want us to. Perhaps where Janish himself went, to Levik.
You think he went to Levik?
I think there's answers there. I think he purposely kept us.
Janish was in cahoots with the doorman, Darmon. I think he's hiding in realization.
That be meanin' when we feel ready, we can go through this portal and have a massive boss battle.
We do like boss battles.
Can
I'm
I ask
gonna
a
say-
question that's been on our mind for a while?
Yes?
Who's to say we even come back? Why do we need to return to this school?
It's a good point. I
That's
believe.
what I was gonna say. I
And
just hate always being that guy.
Tundra,
But no one here likes us. We're getting
Coming-
fucked with by everybody. We just were put on trial. Bali's 18 feet tall now. And, like, almost killed us. Why don't we just take our zombies and go?
What is it Janish said? Gongos?
Nothing is stopping us from leaving. I don't want to take tests. The fuck? I don't even remember. I don't remember the amount of gold we're supposed to get to find this fucking body. I have no idea.
By the way, Bali appreciates no one mentioning the whole Crim thing.
yes, that's
Aye.
Jinish will answer for his crimes. Although I did give it thought, now that we know what's in that scroll case, perhaps. Or more importantly, who the scroll case belonged to. We could try to sell it to Lord Ember and just make a quick payday. Who needs the body of Grim?
What's to say Foglet's gonna just hand it over to us?
I think he will. It's ours. But I want to make good. At least a little bit on my promise to Zuzol. She and I have more in common than I thought.
I say it is a decision we can make after we figure out the cure for Bali first.
Seems reasonable, honestly. I mean, we've already lost friends here. This place has been nothing but a downhill slope for us. What friends have we gained? Who's on our side here?
The ice cream lady.
Oh.
Okay, besides, good point. Okay, besides that,
I mean, we didn't always start with Valric and Gerald and Mince, and I believe we've gained resources, and you know, we wouldn't have the zombies. You know, you love the zombies, and
yeah.
I think we've gained a lot.
We gained more to lose, so we did.
We've gained more to lose.
Damn.
This is a slot machine that actually pays out.
That's like a really dark way of looking at like making friends and having kids and stuff.
Gain more to lose.
I'm on board, man, but I understand your guys'. I don't have an interest in any of the return or the portal in our closet or the fact that I'm going to be forced to take a test in like a day or two. I don't care about any of it, but I understand that you guys might, and I'm here for that.
I'm just gonna turn around to Tundra, and I don't know. Shivers doesn't like get rough with anybody, especially with somebody as strong as Tundra. But Shivers is gonna like try to like push him a little bit, like physically, and try to like knock you over a little bit.
I mean, you can roll for it because I'm a brick house, man.
Yeah,
Literally.
yeah, I will totally roll for it.
Opposed check.
Alright.
Can I roll?
Yeah.
Come on, you got to be able to beat 11.
I think I can beat 11 sleeping.
You actually have
I have +1 to this.
So you watch.
actually have
Did
proficiency
you just
in
fucking
athletics.
push me?
So you watch as Shivers pushes and knocks himself over with the force, and you see him fall on his back, and then he says what he was gonna say, just screaming, just like yelling up in the air. He says, "Tundra, you haven't been the same since you lost your bricks. Hey, you want to see the old anger back in ye? Hey, you want to see the rage?
Since you lost your bricks. Fucked up, man.
You've just been so reasonable, and you're just sitting here. You're like, I don't care about that. I don't care about the test. I don't care about this. Yeah, but Shivers.
Yeah. We'll get hurt. You'll see me get mad. I don't know. I feel a change in the winds, as it were.
I agree with Tundra. This place is. We had some good times, but I think we should move on.
And don't fucking touch me again.
All right, help me up now. I thought it was the thing to do.
Man, what a dick. I love it. Where's your bricks, man?
He was trying to channel his inner Baracus Khan, but he's still in a suit. Don't be losing your bricks on me, boy.
Is the Yagri meeting today or the night tomorrow?
It's tonight.
Okay.
Oh, it's tonight.
Is that like our long block or something?
Yeah, that would be a long block.
Okay.
Or you can skip it.
Why did
I
we
mean, you
set
kind
that
of,
up?
you kind of.
Hey, fuck, we had trial this morning. Can we just skip one fucking class?
Well, we don't need to
But
go
it's
because
not-
No,
we
it's
already
an
know
appointment,
why.
not a class.
Oh,
No, this is something that like you already got your answer to it. This is something. If you still want to talk to Yagri, talk to Yagri. If you don't want to talk to Yagri, don't talk to Yagri.
Yagri seems like one of the reasonable deans.
Yeah, I like the non-confrontational dean of confrontation.
I feel like he's always been on Bali's side, right? There were like other things before that he was on Bali's
think so.
side. I think we wanted to find out like why he was that, right? He also did something about our paperwork for something I forgot.
We had a small meeting with him. Not all of us, but some of us met with him, and he was a boss. He
I
helped
don't
us.
think you met with him like one-on-one. I think
Oh, we
you've
didn't?
only. No, I think you've only had him. He was at Bali's first board confrontation.
Hmm. Okay.
maybe we should go. I mean, we did set it up. It'd be
Hold
rude of
on.
us to not. Also,
Correct me if I'm
about
wrong.
this jacket because I think somebody lost it.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Ryan. The paperwork thing, was that like he put like mincemeat and I into the think tank without like either of us asking?
Yes, that was signed by Yagri.
So that's probably connected to Janish or something, because Janish is kind of what put us with you guys. And we never really knew why Yagri did that. So maybe he knows something with that. And Janish, I don't know.
Alright,
That's a
yeah,
good
I'm
point.
done.
Something to ask about. Yeah, maybe we have just other questions. Yeah.
What do you
My
think,
only other
Tim?
thing planned, I think I can do in a short block. So I say we do it.
Izzy, what the fuck are you doing? You just gonna sit in silence the whole day?
I'm not swinging any pick in the mines. I told you all.
I don't know what the hell that means.
They're sending us to the mines, right? I'm telling you, I'm not swinging any pick. Just like the first day I met you. I'm not working the mines.
Not anymore.
Is that where the mines are? Am I just?
That's for the
common knowledge. Right?
Apalvik, they told you, is where most of the iron is mined.
Yeah,
That's not where they sent. That's not where they
That's-
sent.
The
Valric.
students, right?
Yeah, the students. There's like a little mine out back.
Okay.
It's actually pretty much where you climbed up to Ifix. No, Isik. That's the one.
Okay. Not the
It's-
same mine, at least, but
Still fresh.
We'll keep you out of the mines. We'll keep you from swinging. We promise.
yeah.
By the way, guys, I think it's best we, especially since they found out that we returned the books. I don't know if you guys have anything you want from the forbidden section while we're there, but I think that's our time to take what we want, so.
Hi. I also think we should think hard about what we want in return for the scroll case, if we are to give it over. Now she's told us it's very valuable, so... She's already made good on one promise to me. I think she's good on her word. But we've got to be
honestly-
very specific.
Honestly, I already feel like we're kind of indebted to her because of the whole Wally situation, but
Yeah, I thought that was part of the agreement, out of character.
Mhm.
But it's a
Sparing
debt she
Bali's life.
created. With
it's not
knowledge
she
that's
created,
given
but
forward.
I'm glad she created that debt if it means Bali's alive for it.
Yeah, but it's like
Yeah.
if it's like not providing evidence to a hearing. It's withholding evidence to a hearing to blackmail the people after the fact.
And Tundra sucks, but it helped us.
That might be the case. I'm just saying I don't call that great. I wouldn't be grateful myself.
Yeah. Do we have a little bit of time before this meeting?
Oh yeah, no, you got like, you have like a whole class's worth of time before that.
Okay.
Alright,
I'm
so
going
we're
to-
expected to leave tomorrow morning, right?
Yes.
And what time is it now?
It's like the start of second class.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
The just to say this out loud at least. If the doorman really is Darmon, I think what he told us about his realm is true, that the illusion spells are real in that place.
Now this makes sense.
I'm thinking maybe the Darmon that killed Ronzo and the doorman are still two different people.
I mean, he did act.
If one was a mirror image or like an illusion of the first one, it would have been real in that place. I'm still thinking, it's hurting my head.
That is true. However, it still have a time limit, right?
Maybe.
But I mean, he did seem to act very differently than the one we encountered in the school. So,
Yes. Some spells cast as rituals can last for a very long time.
right.
But the doorman be walking around outside of there. He showed us around the campus. So
Well, he also said that the rules follow kind of campus-wide.
What did you all put Ustalos up to?
He put us up to something.
but they did say we put him up to something in the trial.
Yeah, I think it was like the Dean of Transition just sort of blamed us for what he did, right?
Yep. Pretty
What did
much.
he do?
She just kind of outburst.
He died, by the way. I don't know if you know that Estelos died.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. There's so many questions for me, so I'm just kind of piloting a
Yeah.
backseat right now.
Don't even trip.
No, yeah.
Ask him. Yeah.
That
he-
was and still is me. So.
I think she was referring to the fact that the zombies got loose, right?
So
Really?
basically, what happened is we went into school, and then, like, when we came out, like, a bunch of shit happened. And there was zombies everywhere. As Darmon summoned them, and, like, Stalos was trying to stop him. He had, like, this curse on his hand, and it was, like, killing him, and... Yeah.
So you guys have been in realization twice?
Yomp.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm
an
not in there
accident,
once,
man.
but-
Well,
It was
Yes.
an accident.
kind of
Well,
3
this-
times.
the second time, well, yeah, Ustalos sent us into the school during the zombie apocalypse to go deal with Darmon by giving us this fancy scroll to Tundra, as it was.
It's
Yeah.
true. There was a zombie apocalypse while you were sleeping in bed.
A lot of stuff has happened. Yeah.
It's only been a week, dude.
Dude, I wonder what
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I wonder what the
Yeah,
infirmary
hey,
was like when that was
The infirmary didn't get a chance to catch you up on date because
happening.
Janice had everyone leave when you woke up.
Guys, one last thought though. I've been thinking. It's like you wanted all this. You wanted leverage, right? You've been talking about leverage, right?
Hey.
Well, wouldn't the scales be? She doesn't care about Bali, right? So the scales are tipped in our favor for this box, for this scroll that she really, really wants. I think she owes us. If this quest that we're going to do to help the school or whatever turns out that it saves our friend, I think we're even. But I think she owes us for the box. If it's worth that much to her, I think that is leverage.
Does she know exactly what it looks like?
The case?
Yeah. Well, I'm asking the group.
Oh, sorry, there you
I
go.
don't know if she's seen it. Maybe she
I didn't
has.
even know about the scroll case.
Fizzy, what are you thinking?
I mean, like, Foggy works for her and he has it, so maybe he's shown it to her, but
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's just hearsay or if she knows exactly what the scroll case would look like. That's what
I see.
I'm asking.
yeah, I don't know.
Well, she's asking us for what's inside the scroll case, right?
Right.
So,
Right. So
so
if you
not
guys-
just the scroll case.
if you guys
The
think
old
we can get
switcheroo.
away with it, we can pull the old bait and switch. My most prized possession, and I pull out this wooden box and set it on the table. And it has like a dungeon map inside.
I think we'd have to get our hands on some actual anti-magic stone, though, to be convincing.
We could tell her that Foglet opened it or released the seal, right?
He works for her though.
Yes, I think he would have recorded it. He does that now.
I thought you said he wouldn't work with us anyway.
Because of her.
She's his boss. He has the scroll case. So he's probably relayed that info to her and follows her commands.
Now,
I just think maybe
If
once we
we
get
make
back,
it-
we just take back our own possession.
true. We could craft a convincing replica. Swap it without Foggy knowing. He opens it because now it's easy to open. Just a thought.
Well, look, guys, I'm gonna be honest here. I think our biggest reason for wanting leverage on her is because we didn't trust her. But it seems like Shivers really seems to want to trust her now.
I don't know if my reasons will make sense or translate to you, all of you, but she be like me. I'm part of many, you see. I am not alone. I am the 8th creation of my kind. And it seems that she is the 3rd creation of such kind from the same creator.
Are you
So does that
talking
mean-
about your magic powers or your mechanical body?
No, not me magic powers. I'm talking about myself.
That's why she wants the scroll case.
Just
Right,
to
so you're
restore
like
her own body?
family, in a way.
So she can restore her own body.
I say when we get back, we take back what's ours and use that as leverage. I'm okay with her getting it. I don't really care for myself. Or, even better, we open it and get Shivers his body back.
I don't know why it would be a one-time use thing.
You could ask.
But she did say we could open it, so at least let's look and see what it would take to cast the thing.
I can only imagine.
Another thing we could use as leverage is, if she cares so much about knowledge, we could tell her we know where Krim's body is, and we won't tell her unless she does something for us.
He
Hi.
may not care as much as other beings.
You know, if I'm being honest, I feel like it's going to be very hard for us to get effective leverage considering we're just students here and she has the powers of a dean. If we tell her we have that kind of information, we may not have a chance to actually use this leverage. She could just ruin our lives here until we tell her.
Aye, and I was under the impression she would do such a thing, but I have changed my opinion on that, so...
But with the box, why would she chance it if we have it? If we could just out what's in it to everybody, she wouldn't just get it.
How will we open it if Foggy can't?
This isn't the only place in the world that has magic.
It's also a mechanism, a thing that was built and at least carried by the Archivist Order. If anyone anywhere knows how to open it, it would be them. They're right in Verifton.
I like it.
Or maybe the man in the armor knows.
We could try to take some of his armor for a convincing scroll case, you know.
He probably hasn't slept, just mole hunting. We're gonna see him, he's gonna be sleep deprived, starved. Where's my mole?
He's always looking for the mole.
That's my mole. I don't know you.
Guys, I have a stupid idea. If we cast illusion magic and make it real, could we try to cast a cure for Bali out of illusion magic? Where's Mince when you need him?
You know, I think that might be possible, but I think it's also a very wild idea with a lot of possibilities that could happen. As well
Why
as
don't
the
we-
fact that even doing it is banned.
Why don't we
I
see
mean,
what happens in Toft
whatever.
first?
Whatever.
If Gerald says it's a wild
man
idea,
stuff.
we need
Yeah,
to
dude.
really fucking consider this.
The place we'd have to do it is in a banned place. I mean, that we've already been to.
Which band place? The
Our
library?
bathroom.
God, their bathroom's banned. Feels bad.
I'm just glad we all made it out of that situation. They trapped me in a dungeon. It was actually quite cozy.
Wait, how much time do we have before the next, before we have to go?
Quite a bit.
I say, let's go get some fucking ice cream.
Sounds
How's that
nice.
sound? Been a long day.
I gotta use some ice cream.
Everything's about you, Gerald.
Yeah, I know.
I think we've earned it.
Can we go get some ice cream, Ryan?
That's like our
Yeah.
bar. Instead of hitting up the bar after a hard day, we're literally like,
Just
God,
figure
we gotta
out.
hit up some ice
Can I have
cream.
ice cream?
Jesus, Bali just did that thing. We need ice cream.
Think tank. There are no restrictions more than usual held against you. There's no one keeping you from leaving campus. There's no one keeping you in prison. There's no one keeping you to your dorm. You leave Syzygy a bit of a relief after the past day. Let's be real. The 6 of you walk down into Riften. Bali garnering some looks. But as you walk into cold stone cots, you look over as you see Kina serving a bowl of famous ice cream to another student there. As she sees Bali, her eyes go wide, and she freezes up and drops the bowl. And that is where we will call it for tonight.
Ollie, just tell everyone that your winter coat came in. That's
You hit
that's gonna be
puberty.
how we get out
Oh, I
of this.
swear to
I
God.
know you were
If-
there.
Dude,
You're
if
4
I get
days
ice
from
cream in
the
this, I
middle
will
of summer.
fucking murder somebody in this place.
Just
You
had
want
a bit
to
of
you
a-
want to see my bricks? Fucking don't give this guy some ice cream. You'll see. My
Just had a bit of a growth spurt.
That's exactly what I thought of. Oh, great session. I love the separation. No matter how much time like we all spend in silence, it always yields a ton of fun. You know, you just
Yeah, I don't mind that stuff.
no,
It doesn't bother me.
yeah, because like coming back and just knowing that like all of us contributed different information, and then
Yeah.
them right in the beginning of the trial, it's like, somebody might have said some stuff that we don't know what everybody said. Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
it's fun.
Fun fact: I did that once the first time, and Ryan hated it. Now he does it all the time.
Yeah, we change, we grow.
Yeah, for real, dude. Well, I mean, it's so useful.
Mhm.
It's so fucking useful.
You know, also, you didn't do it for me for like ages. Felt left out.
Dang.
It's because you didn't like it the first time I did it. It wasn't.
Awesome session, guys. I love you all.
Yeah.
Jeez, boys.
Have a good night.
You too.
Get that ice
Good night.
cream inspiration next time.
You know, start off
Yeah,
strong.
for real.
Poor Bali.